Hey everybody, Kendra here. So I wanted to talk about intelligence. Are you smart? That's kind of subjective, right? So I want to talk about emotional intelligence. Would you say that you're emotionally intelligent? So if you're a really, really smart person, and that means you might hear that you are, it's hard for people to connect to you. Like, it's more like you're kind of avoidant and you're really good at being smart, but you're not really good at emotions. You're not really good at handling it when people are crying or whenever people are angry or things like that. So some of this stuff, most of it goes back to attachment as well. But in society, we have glorified regular, like, smart intelligence, right? Which is why we beat all of our kids into the ground with Western school system, with tests, and we have so many STEM things, and it's from back in the day whenever we needed that for like wars and things like that. So nothing's really changed. Like, they haven't really ever implemented emotional intelligence in our school system, in parenting, in society, like until now. Now we're actually learning that we need to be emotionally intelligent, or at least it's coming out because we've known it for a really long time. I'm not against anything I just said in the school system and stuff. I am against having so much homework and tests and things like that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that we need to also incorporate emotional intelligence, because that matters too. Because the only thing that matters to us survival-wise is connection to people. That's all that matters. You have to think about your baby self in your mom's uterus, and then whenever you were growing. It wasn't that you could do 2 + 2. It wasn't that you could pee on your own or poop on your own or, wipe your own butt or eat on your own. That's not what your body is like. Oh yeah, I've got this down and that's okay. I don't need any emotional connection. No. What first and foremost is emotional connection. And I think along the way, we kind of brush that off and go the other way towards just smarts and things like that. So if you need help with emotional connection, you can read a book called, I have it on my computer, it's called Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. I'll link it below. And it is a really fantastic book. Okay. Now, some people, especially if they're neurodivergent, don't understand emotional intelligence. Really smart people might also be neurodivergent in a different way, and they don't understand emotional intelligence. So reading something like this will help. Now, if you've had, I invite you to look at your attachment, but if you're very aware that your attachment has been kind of insecure, which everyone's is, but if you're really aware of that, reading this will also help, especially if you are more of an avoidant, rigid type of person. You don't allow a lot in, you don't allow a lot out, or maybe you allow a lot in and it's overwhelming, you don't allow a lot out, or you're deemed to not help people, again, whenever they're crying or they're sick or they need you in a way that is more feminine, more receptive, more soft. I really implore you to look at emotional intelligence, to read about it, to do exercises. There's exercises out there, how to be more emotionally intelligent. Just type it in the computer and there's a worksheet for it, and read this book. Learn about it. And then also focus on your attachment, and probably read relationship books like Getting the Love You Want. So you can also include that, especially if you're having issues with your attachment and intimately with other people, or even in the workplace. So I'll link all that below, and know that nothing is wrong with you. You don't need to be fixed, whether you're completely emotional or completely rigid and just really smart, and lean on that. It's just really better to be flexible and to lean into the connection of all humans, which is that emotional connection, and to be able to know when you need to do it and when you need to back off. So just having an awareness around it. Okay, bye. If you value the content I create, please like, subscribe, and share.